They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rainbow Warriors will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense will get the ball first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will go to work for the first time. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well,
turning on the Jets. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
this offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Hunt is on its way.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the ground game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Using his legs, it's Cook. Spins away from one. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. They had some players jump into the transfer portal, but they were able to hang on to some of their key pieces. Do you think quarterback feeling the pressure and down he goes at the 22? Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
looking for a physical attack from the gun. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The option look. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rushes on him, trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on fourth down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down.
Brings up second down.
They'll leave it with him. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Off play action. Makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over LSU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Get it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for an early chunk play, read option to the right.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's inside the 10. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Pulls it and fires to the left. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Godet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And it's good from 58 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drive back. How could you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the returner goes down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes will move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
The play action fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quick step, and he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 17 to LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit.
There he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
They boot it away. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Second down coming up.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Got it in the middle. It's Godet. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just
turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
what a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They want to throw it. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter's sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Godet. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third. And that one's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. It's a running room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Godet. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rainbow Warriors need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it. First down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rainbow Warriors have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Rainbow Warriors, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback extends the play. Headed to the end zone.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Looking to throw. Wiggles free. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Right back to the well. It's a seam wide open. Rumbles all the way to 90 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The old coaching cliche, go win every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.